Hey everybody, this is going to be a playthrough of the B.P7.2 mission from the Georgian Oil War campaign for the Su-25T. Looking at the mission briefing, got an afternoon mission in the fall. There shouldn't be any glare, and there's just sort of a medium height cloud layer in play. That'll be high enough to let you stay above the AAA for the most part, but it is going to impact your ability to spot targets a little bit. I'd like to get a little higher for that than the clouds will let you do, but no big deal. Looking at the allied flights, there are none. Looking at the threats, we got Chaparral IR guided SAMs, Avenger IR guided SAMs, ZU-23 AAA emplacements, Stinger Manpad IR guided SAMs, and Vulcan AAA. There's no air threat to worry about. Looking at the mission planner, the objective of this mission is to protect 3 friendly tank groups as they advance towards these objective zones to the east. So we got the first group up here, second group here, and third group here. The main threat to those is going to be 3 striker groups. We got one here in the north, one here in the middle, and one here in the south. Threats to you, there's AAA kind of scattered all over the place, and then there's a few SAM threats to worry about. The biggest one is going to be the Chaparral here. That one is it's a random spawn, so it may or may not be there. But if it's there, you're going to want to kill it pretty early, since its range covers pretty much everywhere that you're going to be flying while you attack these striker groups. There's an Avenger off to the east over here. It's got a shorter range, and it's probably too far east to be a concern for you, so don't worry about that one. And then there's a couple of man pads. Again, they're pretty far east. We got one in this headquarters group here, and then one in this artillery group here. Those are far enough east that you probably won't be at risk from those either. The overall plan: take off out of Kataisi, head east. As we get kind of over the river, and start looking for landmarks here. So we got kind of a big forest with a little bunch of villages here. That's going to point us directly. If you follow these line of villages, it's going to kind of point to where these southern strikers are. So we'll, pass these villages, come over these trees, and then along this village here, you're gonna have these 4 strikers in the field sitting there. The middle group is not too hard to spot. As you're coming east, you're going to spot this little village out in the middle of the field. So if you kind of line up over that, and look further east, a little bit south, you're going to see this string of villages, and then this is kind of a prominent little where this southwestern corner village kind of sticks out. You could spot that from pretty far away. So once you spot that, you know you're looking at the right spot. So just north of that, slightly split across the road, we got 4 more strikers there. And then in the north, this is going to be the toughest group to spot because of the trees for the eastern ones. They're still split 2 and 2 across the road. The first 2 are going to be pretty easy to see, and we're going to have smoke markers for these initially. Spotting the other 2 is going to be a little bit difficult because you can't really get high enough to be able to see over the trees effectively, so you won't be able to see these till you get pretty close. So just be a little bit careful as you approach those because you're starting to get into the SAM envelope, and then make sure you don't get too low and get taken out by these AAA that could be here. So first thing we want to do is attack those northern strikers. So as you're coming east, you're going to see kind of this, pretty dense city landscape here. Following that east, you're going to get the smoke marker. Once the smoke goes away, if you still need to know where these are and you don't have any burning wreckages to find, then you'll just be kind of looking to the eastern edge of this heavy concentration of city. Find this last little bunch to the southeast, and then just come into the west just a little bit from there. And then you can spot this bridge too as it heads into this little village. Like I said, the first 2 pretty easy to spot. Go ahead and use your wingman to help you out with these. So the best way to use him is to lock something up on your squall and then direct him to attack your target. If you just unleash him on everything, he's going to fly around attacking AAA and SAMs and get killed pretty quick. So attack those. Probably actually the first thing you should do is kill the Chaparral. So the best way to find that is once you've located, kind of lined up this little village out in the field, and you found this little jutting village to the southwest corner of this string here, almost in line with that, but just a little bit further south is going to be the Chaparral. If it's there, you should not have too much trouble spotting it out in the field. You could even line up this village here with this little one here, and that'll be pretty much directly in line. So do that first, and then go kill the northern group. After that, it doesn't much matter what you do for killing the southern or the middle group. You might want to attack the southern group as fast as you can, even before the northern group's all the way destroyed, just because these units are a little harder to find. And so as long as you've got the smoke marker, you can use that to help you locate a unit and kill at least one, so you've got some burning wreckage to find later to mop up the rest. So essentially just keep doing racetracks, kill these 2 groups. This one's pretty, the middle group's pretty easy to find just along the front of this village. Um, you don't have to kill all of them. You do have tanks coming, friendly tanks coming through that are going to clean up anything that you don't kill. You're really just trying to reduce the threat to those tanks since all of these groups have, these striker groups have anti-tank guided missiles on them. Once you've killed those three, or your friendlies have, there's really no more threats to the tanks. So you're essentially just waiting for them to get to their objectives. If you want to, you can just fly around, shooting at anything else you see. Just make sure you're not shooting at your advancing friendlies. So probably don't shoot at anything that's moving, and certainly if it's moving east, don't shoot at it. Um, if you don't want to take the risk of getting killed as you're killing stuff that's not important to the objective, you could just fly back to the airfield, wait for the friendlies to get where they're going. All right, start the mission.
Утаиси. Разрешаю руление на полосу 7. Один, 0,5. Взлет запрещаю. 1,05. Утаиси. Взлет по готовности. Отход по схеме на 300. По давлению 7, 5, 6,2, 3.
Alright, we got this big forest on the right, got the corridor up through the middle, and then the cities on the left. You're looking down towards the end of the cities. somewhere over there for the first group of strikers. There'll be another group front of this city over here, and then some along the edge on the right side as well. We should get smoke markers for those. Gonna want to check we're in this area for a potential chaparral spawn. Alright, I don't see it. So I'll start trying to locate the first group on this side over here. It's going to be up over here somewhere.
Ground forces to 105. We are advancing to our objectives.
Oh,
We are
wasn't in the
marking
right spot.
attacking force with red smoke now. Out.
Get these TV guided missiles off because they're so heavy. I think I'd like to make a fireball on that south side so I can get a reference point. The ones in the middle village will be easy to find. Alright, I'll get ready to call my wingman in on a target. Not getting too many SAM shots here, or any that I've seen so far. We'll head back to the north side, try to find those guys behind the trees. Alright, we got one here. I'll send the wingman on that. And the other one should be on the other side of the river. Alright, I don't see him. Getting a little too close. I think the last one should be, on that north group, should be a little easier to spot if we come at it from a little bit more southwesterly angle. And we've lost the smoke marker, but hopefully we'll be able to find it again. Yep, you can still see the smoke from the explosions. I got a lock behind the tree, so I'll send the wingman there. Since it's a little tough to get to, I'll send a missile that way too. Alright, got him. Well, I'll clean up the south group first, while we still got the smoke there. And then head to the middle. Alright, I can see the other two units from this angle. I think while I can see them visually, we'll just turn in quick. I'll send the wingman on one. Alright, got one lock. Finish the other. The last group's going to be right along the front of there. Might see one unit already blown up. Alright, sending the wingman there. Alright, I'm not seeing any other units, I'm getting too close. Alright, I don't see anything. So that group's probably dead enough to not be a concern anymore. Just tell my wingman to attack everything at this point.
Атакуй цели по возможности.
Got some sort of AAA right behind the little village here. Alright, got a little Su-23 here. Looks like it might already be dead, but I'll make sure. Yeah, it was already dead. Alright, at this point, there's no more threats to our friendlies, so I'll just head back to the airfield, keep an eye on them from there. I think that's the airfield out there. Yep. Gotta go around to the other side so I can land it into the wind.
105. Заруливайте на стоянку.
Alright, now that I've landed, I'm not going to take off again, so I'll go ahead and cheat, look at the F10 map, see how the friendly units are doing. So they've still got a little ways to go. I'm going to speed time up significantly. So one of the groups got within the zone. I think we're waiting for the southern one to get in the zone. And there it is. And there's mission
Ground forces
success.
have reached their objectives.
That'll do it.